For Under the Bucket with the Winkler Flyers, Jacob Sargent with us. Jacob, welcome here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And we're talking today about being a Winkler Flyer. You hail from Thunder Bay, Ontario. For those that aren't familiar with Thunder Bay, what kind of community is that? Is it bigger, smaller than Winkler?
It's actually surprisingly bigger than Winkler. It's around 108,000. So it's split into two areas. It's kind of like Winkler and Morden, I guess you could say. It's Fort William and Port Arthur. So they used to be two different cities, but then a couple 40 years ago, I think, 50 maybe, they joined into Thunder Bay. So it's a lot different here than it is there. This community is a lot more like knit together, I guess you could say, closer than Thunder Bay. But yeah, it's different, I'll say that.
And for you, what would be the one thing that you miss the most about being out there in Ontario?
Other than like my family, my girlfriend, and my friends, probably just like, I guess, lakes and also like mountains and stuff. Honestly, it's a lot more flat here. It's a lot different, like geographically, anyways.
You can see way farther.
Exactly. You could like the first time I got here, it was like nighttime, and I was kind of scared. I'm like, oh, this just never ends.
Yeah, somebody could sneak up on you, right? But now you're here with the Winkler Flyers, and so far your time here, it's your first year. You've been enjoying being a Winkler Flyer, and you've kind of lucked out with the billet situation too.
Yeah, well, first of all, I have the nicest billets of all time. They're the greatest people, Dave and April. And I also happen to live with Cole McKenzie, who's actually been my D partner lately, but he's also from Thunder Bay as well, so it's also been really nice.
Well, there we go. And so you said that you started playing hockey at 4 or 5 years old, and at first you didn't kind of like it too much, but eventually made the decision to put your whole heart into it.
Yeah, when I first began, like, my parents kind of just put me into it, try out new sports. I played soccer and football at the time too, but at first I never really liked hockey. I would cry whenever I had to go. Whenever my parents had to lace my skates up, I'd start crying. And then eventually, like, my friends started playing too, and when I would play with my friends, I'd have a little bit more fun. And then, yeah, when I was in about Pee Wee, I decided, like, all my friends made the AAA team, and I didn't, but I hadn't been putting in any extra work, so I don't really know I expected to. But after that, I made it a goal to play AAA so I could play with my friends, and then I just eventually fell in love with the game. So, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of missing out that led you to go full on with hockey, and now you're here with the Winkler Flyers, year one, and you say that working with the Flyers has been something that's been really good for you.
Yeah, I think it's been awesome. Like it's brought maturity to me too, I think, just living away from home and doing some things on my own that I hadn't before. And I think that like this team is just, I love all the guys, and it's been a great experience so far.
And you said one of your favorite things about being here with the Flyers is not only being on the ice with them, but also doing the work outside in the community and volunteering that way.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Actually, like in Thunder Bay, I don't know of any team that really does stuff like that. None of the junior teams do really. They might have a couple outings in the community, but I think that it's super cool to like work with kids on ice and stuff, and then just be a big presence in the community. I think that's awesome.
And so this weekend, it's another 2 games, this time with the Wayways-Sakapa Wolverines. Can you talk about what you guys are bringing to the table this weekend?
Well, I know that they're going to be pretty physical, as of people have said, so I think that we have to bring it back, and we can't roll over for them. I think that we have to be pretty simple when we're in Wayway, wear them down, so then we come back on Sunday, we'll be ready to go, and they won't.
There we go. And Sunday's a home game, 3 o'clock. It's at the Centennial Arena. Jacob, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.